Yo, what's going on? This your man DBZ from the Poster Boys, Elephant Man Podcast Network. Grown man conversations dealing with the elephants in the room. Good to see everybody. It's late. I'm tired. I'm about to lay down. But I want to share one video with you about CERN and what is CERN. We concerned about CERN. All right. So I'm gonna share some few slides about CERN and then I'm gonna hit the sack. All right. So CERN, but first before we talk about CERN, we got to talk about what is antimatter. All right. Antimatter is matter with the electrical charge reverse or the mirror image of a matter. Matter is stable, right? Antimatter is already on fire and had to be contained. Matter is light and antimatter is darkness. I know it's some scientific jargon going on, but just stay with me. Antimatter should have been annihilated, should have annihilated all the matter in the universe after the Big Bang. So if it was really such thing as a Big Bang theory, all of the antimatter would have not annihilated the matter, right? Humans have created only a tiny amount of antimatter, and antimatter falls up. So gravity pulls things down, antimatter falls up. It's pretty much like the opposite, right? Antimatter has to be contained. If it's not contained, it will consume. Facts about antimatter. All particles have an antimatter counterpart. 1 kilogram of antimatter collided with 1 kilogram of matter, it can produce as much energy as a Tsar bomber, the largest nuclear weapon ever detonated. When antimatter and matter meet, they destroy each other. So when antimatter and matter meet, they destroy each other. Facts about matter continue. Antimatter is studied in particle decelerators. CERN, now we get into what CERN is a machine called an antiproton decelerator, a storage ring that can capture and slow antiprotons to study their properties of behavior. So here's a picture of matter, like all of our matter that we got, and this is a picture of antimatter. It's the opposite. And when they come together, they destroy each other, right? They have to stay separate. So questions that scientists, modern day scientists, right? We're so smart, ask about matter. Where is all the antimatter? That's the first question they ask. Second is, how do you make antimatter? Why would you want to make it if it destroys matter? Everything that we are and everything in our atmosphere and hemisphere and in our realm is matter. So if you have so much antimatter in our realm, then it will destroy. That's crazy. Does antimatter fall up? That's one of their questions. Can we make an anti-world? Why would you want an anti-world? That's crazy. What about antimatter bombs? Always trying to destroy, tear, blow stuff up, right? They love war. Perhaps this antimatter still exists somewhere. So these are the questions that the scientists ask. So, but check this out. What is CERN? CERN is a European organization for nuclear research founded in 1954 in Geneva, Switzerland, and St. Pauli, Switzerland. Pauli comes from the Latin word Apollicum, in honor of Apollo. So this is where it's at. It's in Geneva, Switzerland. Half of it is in Geneva, Switzerland, and half of it in St. Genus Pauli in Switzerland. And Apollicum. Look at this word right here. It's going to make sense later on. Okay? Here is the logo of CERN, right? Right? If you look at the logo of CERN, this is the company in Switzerland. And it almost looked like 666, right? But it's no big deal with 666 nowadays. People throw it up everywhere, right? John Cena throwing up 666s and everything else, right? He ain't shooting no threes, but I'll leave that alone. But 666 is everywhere, right? That looks like 666 to me. Here's a picture of CERN. CERN has a machine that can shoot particles at the speed of light and gather antimatter. So they're trying to get this antimatter, right? Antimatter is really called the God particle as well. I think they're trying to make some kind of weapon or, like they said, nuclear weapon or contain it or something like that. But when antimatter and matter meet, like I said before, it's total destruction. Why would you even want to mess with this stuff? So this is how it works. Let's show you. So this is an aerial shot of CERN in Switzerland. And what they do is they shoot particles in this tube very, very fast, real fast at the speed of light. It takes a long time to warm this machine up. And this is what it looks like underground. And they got these particles going real fast because they're trying to penetrate, they're trying to pierce another realm. Um, in other words, they're trying to open a portal. So I should say it like that. Portal are real. A lot of people think, oh, portals are just make believe. They're in movies, they're in films and cartoons and all of that. No, portals are real, and people that deals with witchcraft, they always are opening up portals. And they let demons and entities from the spiritual realm into our realm. They cannot function in our realm. They need a body. They need a host. They need participation. They need agreement from somebody on this side. And so I think they're trying to open up a portal. But when they do, it's going to be really crazy. This is the statue on the outside of the CERN headquarters in Switzerland. The statue is Shiva. This is a Hindu goddess. The statue is the goddess of destruction, right? And you see this ring right here. She's standing inside of a portal, right? Now, when people ask, why do you have this statue of the goddess of Shiva, the goddess of destruction, Shiva, on the outside of your headquarters, they say, oh, it was a gift from India. It's no big deal, right? It is a Hindu goddess of destruction, and this is another picture of her, right? She's also called the goat, the god of all things, right? They got many, this goddess has many arms, and it's real crazy, man. And then here's a picture of the goat, god of all things, and here they are. They got Obama on the front of Newsweek, calling him the goat, the god of all things. Something similar to the Shiva. They're always trying to demonize him. You know, I'm not Democrat or Republican, but they always try to demonize Barack Hussein Obama. It's funny. Well, it ain't really funny. It's sad. But here's the Hindu Trinity right here: Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. This is that god of destruction, right? Google these, look these different gods up, right? Hindu gods: Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Okay. Again, as I said, matter and antimatter will cause destruction when they meet, right? These particles cannot meet. I'm going to stop right now, but we're going to go more into antimatter. And a lot of people don't believe the Bible, but the parallel it talks about Apollyon and Abaddon and the opening of the bottomless pit in Revelation. We're going to read some books in Revelation. And it's I don't believe it's a coincidence that this portal or this bottomless pit opened up. It could be CERN. And then Apollyon is in the Bible, the Greek word Apollyon in the Bible. And if we go back to what's the name of that city? It was in St. Genus Pallium, the word Apollycum in honor of Apollo. So this could be one of many portals that's going to be opened up in the end times. I know that sounds crazy, and I know you just want to have fun, but you know, this is Elephant Man Podcast Network, Grown Man Conversation dealing with elephants in the room. Now, next time, CERN Part 2, I'm going to parallel it with the Bible. People don't believe the Bible is real. They say it's a white man religion used to control black slaves and all of this. Now, it was used for many crazy things to manipulate and intimidate, but we didn't rightfully divide the word of truth. But I'm going to show you in Scripture, in the book of Revelation, how it parallels to this CERN project. And they also, my wife told me they're about to build another one. I forgot where it was at, but they're going to start, they won't be finished to 2021. So like, share, subscribe. I'm not trying to spook you out. I'm not trying to go into the world type stuff, but Grown Man Conversations dealing with elephants in the room. We don't talk about this kind of stuff, right? You know, so we want to just share with everybody, right? Pray for me, pray for the ministry, and one Lord, one faith, one baptism. The enemy coming to steal, kill, and destroy. Yeshua HaMashiach say, I come that you may have life and that more abundantly. One. Perfect. Perfect.